We ain't got all day. We need to make some turbo noises.
Hey, what's this doing here? Hey, wait a second. What's this doing here? This sort of looks like a mobile fabrication shop. And look who that is.
Where? Ah!
So, Leon showed up. He's helping us out, like always. And basically, we're just pulling off the harmonic balancer. The important thing to remember if you have to do this yourself is that there are some pull tabs behind it meant for doing this. So, yeah, we'll let her rip. Just had to use a socket to space it out so it didn't bottom out on the thing. Man, what are you doing just sticking your fingers in things?
Oh, you know. Sometimes they like it.
Nice.
Bunch of melted aluminum from the plasma. Cutting something.
Oh. Cut lots of things in the front of this with the plasma. Alright, so I suppose the next thing is to take off the front cover, but that's pretty straightforward. Undo the bolts and it comes off.
I did 3 years. Now's the time to do the cam. What's up?
How easy is it? You got one.
Ah! You ain't getting it. So what we gotta do is we'll clean it with the brake cleaner, like we're not supposed to, and then we'll clean it with
Acetone to try and
the
pull.
acetone. Yeah, to pull the brake cleaner out. 'Cause cool.
You know it's hot out when your whole body starts to smell like Fritos?
Okay, boys and girls. So today what we're going to do is we're taking this plate off the side of the LS oil pan, 5.3, and we're taking an 11/32 drill bit and a 1/4 by 27, I believe, tap. And we're going to tap this, put an AM fitting in it, run the oil line to the turbo, and then from the turbo we're going to drill a hole, put a -10 into the cover, and make the return, and we'll show you how to do that. Not all of them have this hole here. A lot of them are just round, so there's not a spot to drill it and tap it. I've seen people do it, but it's not as nice if it doesn't have the hole already.
What do they put in the end of that hole otherwise?
Nothing. It's usually just like
Is
that.
it plugged up? Is it solid on the
On
inside?
the heavy duty trucks, when they have an oil cooler, they'll have 2 fittings come out of it and go to the oil cooler. I usually start with a little bit smaller one, but I figured it was brand new, so.
Brand new. And it's spent.
Not exactly the right way to do it, but wouldn't you ever do anything right, I guess.
Yes, blow the shavings everywhere so I get to run them over.
Yes. Ain't gonna hurt it.
Yes.
I need a fitting now to see how much it goes down. Freezy free. By the way, you're probably supposed to just use this with a nice slow wrench or something, but we ain't got all day. We need to make some turbo noises.
Yeah, we literally have all day.
No.
But it's about half gone already.
Ah! There you go. That's all nice and brand new threads cut in there. Well, brand new shavings put in there. So we're going to put this well done fitting in here to test it. What we're going to do is grab the cover and we're going to set it next to it to make sure that we're not so close that we can't tighten it down. Figure out where we're going to put that hole.
Boy, it looks like somebody did a real good job cleaning that.
Someone really cleaned that good. Maybe we'll go like that. Kind of at an angle. I'll try it out. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work.
Man, you don't mess around, do you?
Ah!
Man, you don't clamp anything down, do you?
I think you were the one that was supposed to clamp it. don't ever use these drills, do you?
That implies that I do work, and no, I don't.
Oh yeah! Alright, here we go. Nothing can stop me because I'm a giraffe. Alright, now what do we do?
I guess we gotta weld it.
Well, that shit's ugly as hell. That ain't gonna weld. Someone didn't clean it very good.
You say with enough filler rod, it don't matter.
What? Yeah, but you can't weld grease.
You could polish a set of rims in how long?
Yeah, you scratch the shit out of them with like,
Yeah, you would.
it's pretty good though. That's better. Back it in two places,
And then we'll see if we can.
and we'll go and try to put the piece on. And do you want to?
If this has anything to do with putting my name in the goblet of fire, I swear to God. For those of you wondering where this piece resides on the actual oil pan, I've gone ahead and taken off the driver's side front wheel. And if you'll notice that the piece we're looking to get to is right there. That shinier piece in the back is actually the transmission, so it's right near the back of the oil pan.
I just wanted to get 2 good tackers on there. So we put a couple of tacks here on this and test fit it. We have plenty of clearance. What we're going to do is, how far in it goes? Yeah, it should be fine.
Huh, I wonder why more people don't put it there.
I don't know, because it looks like it goes there better, but it's right behind the balancer.
Plus now we don't have to get a smaller balancer. I've seen a lot of people using like the race ones.
Yeah. Well, this, I think this isn't as easy to weld. Maybe that's why. Because, you know, it's not like on a flat surface.
True. But I guess if you don't suck at welding, it's not so bad.
Whoa, easy. But yeah, see, it's going to be a little tight in there getting that, but no worries. I've welded stuff before, so we should be okay.
So while we're waiting for the front cover to cool down at its own leisure, we're going to go ahead and set up the feed side for the oil system, which means using these dashboard AN fittings and this dashboard hose.
Put a little more Earl in there, boy. You get this thing like super wet. If you don't put the oil, you take a chance of cracking the fittings.
Oh,
Because the hose is really dry. So as you're putting even this in, it just dries it as it goes in. So yeah, if you start off with it dry, it gets so super tight.
lubrication is important.
Dash 4 isn't too bad because it's small, but like on the bigger ones, like 10s, there you go, and then you just tighten that up.
Cool.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Sweet lemonade, sweet, sweet lemonade. You remember when Kevin showed us how to use the special wrenches for AN
All
lines?
the ones you don't need.
And the ones that scrape it all up and destroy it?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. You want to tell them about that? That's hilarious.
Could probably just insert the clip if I wanted to.
Oh no! Okay, I don't know what happened. That's not good. I think we broke it. So there it is all together. This fitting, see, this is a little bit smaller, and we stripped it out. I think it was just a cheaper fitting. We bought them from the same place, didn't we?
Same place, same order.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, this one just basically fell right apart once it got halfway tight. So,
They were Chinese parts, so from eBay. I mean, you get what you pay
trying
for.
to get that Chinese choo-choo boy, but
Not always the case. Anyway, we can plumb up half of it. We're going to go ahead and tighten this on that fitting, and then once that's all together, we can feed it into place and then bolt it onto the oil pan. Alrighty, so we got the new setup on there. You see the AN fitting at the top there, and then basically it runs up behind the engine in between the firewall and then around, and then we wrap around the intake. We come out here up to where the turbo would be, and then right into the intake.
Yeah, it's basically a rotary at this point, so, you know. I was thinking about starting this up and just like seeing how far it would spray.
Why would you do that?
Anyways, so did I tell you about the time that I was at Kia and I decided, like, Mike was messing with me at Kia, and I'm like, you know what? I was in the middle of doing an oil change, so I decided I was gonna like spray him with the gun. Well, you know how fast that pumps out, right? I thought it'd be just like a stream, right? I hit it. It was like 0.2 or something that came out, 0.2 of a quart, and it covered half the shop. It came out like this, whew, and just covered all the new cars and everything that were in there. I spent like 2 hours like wiping everything down. That was the last time I did that.
Why does my oil change take so long? Got the front cover, at least cool enough to handle and pick up, and as you can see, it's drilled straight on through to the other side. But yeah, it shouldn't leak.
Yeah, it's gonna come out pretty much. The oil's gonna come out right next to the gasket, which is okay, I guess. And that's some.
If the motor burns up, at least we know what may have caused it.
Nah, it'll be alright. The nice thing is that it doesn't spray out. It's just a slow drip. So.
Right. Cool. So what we're going to do is go ahead and replace this front seal and then all the new gaskets, and it's basically time to start the reassembly process.
I got the new Sealio. It's a nice clean
work surface.
Clean cover, cam cover. Oh, we need to clean that surface at least.
Putting the old water pump back on.
Always use quality tools.
Yeah, built to last, Duralast.
There we go. Now we can see if that fits.
Oh yeah. So we are going to have to change this fitting at the end and probably shorten up the line a little bit, but we'll show you when we get there.
Yeah, these are the lines off the Datsun.
Oh really?
Yeah, this was from.
They look nice.
Yeah.
They look very expensive.
They were. Like a $50 hose.
I literally wouldn't doubt it.
It is.
I've seen what Red Horse charges. A lot.
That was before I had a discount.
Oh no.
Paid full price for that shit. It's like the fittings are like, what, 12
20.
bucks or 12 to 20.
Yeah, I've seen,
10s, yeah.
I remember seeing some on the wall that were like 24 bucks.
Yeah, this is the part where we got a
Diagon Alley.
Diagon Alley. So we got the harmonic balancer back on. We've got the fitting on, and we have, shoot, probably an inch of clearance.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, it's, you can get a wrench right on it, no problem. So I was a little bit worried about how close it would be to the back, but this is a truck balancer, and it has the most room. So you could probably still get away with doing like a Camaro or a Fox body, but probably not a Corvette one.
Yeah, and since we've already adjusted this at the 45 to come out this way instead of out that way, it gives us plenty of room to run this hose over here. Now, the only thing left is to see where the exhaust is going to line up, but we'll find out once we get the alternator on, and then kind of replumb the system and then see where we're at. It's been a while trying to find another Dash 4 AN fitting to use today because we're trying to get this all done today. And we couldn't find any in the area, and basically we're just going to do some hood rat stuff, and we're just going to shove it in that.
We don't do hood rat stuff.
I'm just going to put the threaded end inside the hose and then clamp it with a hose clamp. I mean, what could go wrong?
Well, it only has a hold like
60 psi.
Yeah, that'll be alright. There you go. Done.
Fire it up.
About to Thanos this bitch.
Oh, you're in reverse.
Stupid tools. Only doing what I'm making it do.
So because there's no wastegate in this turbo system, Leon's making one. For like oil.
Ah! That's gonna make it so hard to weld with all that on there.
We'll just put it right back on and...
There we go.
In order to weld this housing, we have to get the metal extremely hot to make it a little bit easier to receive the weld. If we just tried to weld it cold the way it is, it wouldn't adhere to it properly. So, this is what we got. Yeah, we just got to get good penetration. Oh. Wow.
Yeah, towards the end there, it really was warming up.
Is it still flat?
Huh? It should be out. You might have to hit it with something real quick to get the slag off it. A little grindy grind.
So I think I'm going to use this downtime while that cools to install the radiator and all the hoses again.
You putting the oil cooler back together, sir?
Yep, because we replumbed everything before relocating it to the front. So it meant taking off the lines again and spilling transmission fluid.
It didn't really spill anything though. But we did get the top oil line on. So we're getting there.
So we put some coolant in it, that's what's down there. And I think we've got everything back in place. Obviously there's no inlet pipe yet or exhaust finalized, but it's been a long time since this thing's ran, so
It's been a long day.
it has been a long day. A lot of work. More work than I actually thought it would have been, like always. So we're gonna fire it up and see if it still runs. Contact. Sounds like no fuel. I smell lots of fuel actually.
Oh.
There's no fuel pressure regulator.
Huh?
Remember we took it off?
Strange. Oh. Plug that into that. Just hold it to the floor. A lot of fuel.
That dumbass keeps pushing in the clutch. Like reflex.